I thought I was doing everything right. I had a 9 to 5 job. I paid my bills on time. I even told myself I was pretty good with money. But every month, around the same day, my checking account would drop lower than I expected. Not because of one big disaster. It was the small stuff. The coffee on the way to work. The food delivery when I was too tired to cook. The subscription I forgot to cancel. The random Amazon order that felt harmless in the moment. And then one day, I looked at my account and asked a question that honestly made me uncomfortable. Where is my money actually going? At first, I blamed inflation. And sure, inflation was part of it. Groceries felt higher, gas felt higher, rent felt higher. Everything seemed a little more expensive than it used to be. But the real problem was more personal than that. I was leaking money in tiny pieces, and because each piece was small, I never treated it like a real problem. That's what makes this so dangerous. A $7 latte does not feel like a big deal. A $12 lunch does not feel like a big deal. A $15 subscription does not feel like a big deal. But stack enough small decisions together, and suddenly the month disappears. So I did something simple. I spent 1 week paying attention to every dollar I touched. Not forever, just 1 week. And the results were honestly a wake-up call. I noticed that most of my spending happened when I was tired, rushed, or trying to make my life feel a little easier. That's the part nobody talks about enough. A lot of money problems are not about math first. They are about emotion. You're stressed after work, so you order food. You feel behind, so you buy something that feels like a reward. You see other people living a certain way on social media, so your normal starts getting more expensive without you even realizing it. That's lifestyle creep. It sneaks in quietly. You get a raise, and instead of the extra money helping you get ahead, your life just gets a little more expensive. The nicer apartment, the better coffee, the upgraded phone, the new workout app. The dinner out because you worked hard and deserve it. None of these are evil. But if every raise gets absorbed by a better version of the same life, then you're still living paycheck to paycheck, just in a slightly nicer version of it. And that was the moment it clicked for me. I did not need a dramatic money makeover. I needed to see my life clearly. So I opened my banking app, my credit card app, and my subscriptions. Then I sorted everything into just a few simple buckets: needs, wants, and money leaks. Needs were rent, groceries, gas, and minimum payments. Wants were coffee runs, takeout, streaming, and little conveniences. Money leaks were the things I forgot about, double paid for, or kept buying without thinking. That last category was the hidden one. It was not glamorous, it was not exciting, but it was the one quietly draining my future. Once I saw the pattern, I realized something else. I was not only spending money, I was spending energy. Every tiny purchase was a decision. Every card swipe was a tiny pause in my brain that said, "This is fine." But 100 fine decisions can still leave you broke. So I made one rule for myself. I had to wait 24 hours before buying anything that was not necessary. Not a forever rule, just a pause, and that pause changed everything. Because most of the time I did not actually want the thing. I wanted the feeling. I wanted relief. I wanted convenience. I wanted a small break from a stressful day. Once I understood that, I stopped fighting the symptom and started dealing with the cause. I made coffee at home more often. I cooked a few extra meals so future me would not panic and order takeout. I kept 1 or 2 subscriptions that I truly used and cut the rest. I moved a little money into savings automatically the day I got paid, even if it was a small amount. Not because it was perfect, because it was consistent. And here's what surprised me most. I did not feel deprived. I felt calmer. When you stop leaking money, your paycheck starts feeling bigger, even if the number never changes. That's the part people miss. Building wealth is not only about making more, it is also about keeping more of what you already make. That does not mean never enjoying your money. It means spending on purpose instead of by default. If you're stuck in that cycle right now, I want you to know something. You are probably not bad with money. You are probably just living in a system that makes mindless spending very easy. One tap, one click, one delivery, one subscription, one more treat yourself moment. It adds up faster than most people expect. So before you think you need a bigger salary, try this instead. Look at 1 week of spending, find the patterns. Notice the moments when money disappears without giving you much back. That one habit can tell you more about your finances than a full month of guessing.
And once you see the leak, you can finally start closing it.
That is how real progress starts. Not with guilt, not with perfection, just with awareness. Because the moment you understand where your money is going, you stop feeling helpless. And that is the first step toward keeping more, saving more, and finally getting ahead.